Students, for our internet activity today, we're going to be focusing on anaerobic fitness. So in today's internet activity, we'll do lunges, and this is a full body exercise that requires cell space. So during the movement, we would break the motion. So make sure you have some space so we can perform these. And in the next slide, I'm going over the cues for you guys.
Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Creed coming at you guys with our health-related activity. Today we'll be doing hopscotch. For this activity, you can be as flexible as possible as far as making your actual pathway for the hopscotch. You can use anything as far as cones, type of objects making a pathway, or you can use your outside to your advantage and use some type of parking space. Pretty much just do any type of variation of jumps you want to do, and just make sure you don't want to jump per box, and have fun with it, guys.
Hey students, Mr. Blake here. For this activity, we're just going to be working on some kicking, mainly passing a ball to a partner. If you're going to do this in your house, you should use some sort of crumbled up ball, crumbled up paper, grocery bag, anything like that that won't hurt your house. If you're able to go outside, that's great. You can use a real ball and practice kicking at a real target, or passing to a real target, that is. So I'll explain more in the next slide. Alright students, so passing a ball to a partner, we're going to do it for 5 minutes. If you're in your house, find a specific area on your wall or some certain target that you're going to aim towards. That'll act as your partner that you're passing it to. And as you use the cues to pass to the target on your wall, continue to back up to increase your distance. That way, you're practicing using more force when kicking a ball, using more follow through with your foot. If you're outside, same thing. Find a specific target, maybe place a water ball or a water bottle down. Practice kicking towards it and keep moving back further and further as you go. You're going to have 5 minutes to do it. So the cues, here you see my GIF of me passing the soccer ball to a partner. As I approach the ball, I plant my non-kicking foot down next to the ball, which is my left foot. I make contact with the middle of the ball, try to keep it grounded. I use the inside of my foot to kick it, and I follow through with my kicking foot. So have fun with this, guys, and enjoy.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all my students, all the students. Hopefully in the first activity, you guys, where everybody went over the steps to kicking a ball on the ground with accuracy. This one's just going to be a little bit different. Similar idea, but a little bit different. So I need you to grab whatever type of ball you have. So in my case, toilet paper, if you have a sock ball, whatever you're using as a ball will work perfectly. And I want you to get a filing bin or some type of bin or basket. I have a laundry basket over here, I have a shoebox, and I have a filing bin. And we're going to play a little game called Kick Skee Ball. Just like the carnival game where you take the ball, you roll it, and you try to get it in the hole. This time we're going to do it only by kicking. So, this is how it's going to work. You take your bins and you line them up in a row, or you put them in a certain shape. So you can put them in a triangle, you can put them in a row, you can put them in different things, in different types of shapes. The objective will be to kick the ball with lift, so have the ball come from the ground into the air and land into one of those without hitting the ground. It can hit the back wall if you have a back wall, but it can't hit the ground again. You can't kick it, bounce, and then go in. So, just a little bit of background from it. You want to start from roughly 8 feet away. So this is roughly 8 feet for me at least. And the ball, like I said before, the ball should not hit the floor once until it's kicked into the zone for a successful kick. Just a couple cues to go over. You will want to step next to the ball with your non-kicking foot when you approach the ball to kick. You want to pull back your kicking foot, swing through, and you want to make sure that you get some lift. So in my case, I would love for everybody, depending on what type of shoe you have and what type of ball you have, to get lift from the inside of your foot. If that's not possible, you can go with the shoelaces, but I prefer for you to come inside. But if you go shoelaces, you will be one step ahead as far as going into learning how to punt. So going from inside the foot to when you punt, you want to do shoelaces. So if we do shoelaces, it'll look something like this. Ta-da! So that's a good example of what it looks like. This will be 1 point, 2 points, 3 points worth. If you want to add points to give yourself a little bit of a challenge. Other than that, if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always use a smaller target to aim for. You can add more targets, or you can move farther back or change the type of ball that you have. To make it harder, you can also say you can make modifications to the rule to where you don't hit the wall. It won't count if you hit the wall. You want to just try to get it in without touching anything. Just air in. To make it easier, you can have bigger targets. You can have bigger targets. You can take away some targets, only focus on one singular target at a time. Other things that you can do as far as making targets, if you have tape, you can use tape. Mark out areas on either a wall or on the ground. I don't know if you're allowed to kick balls and stuff inside the house, like your homemade balls inside the house. So you can let your creativity fly. Also, just some things I'm going to be checking for. I want to make sure that you guys, where everybody uses the cues to kick the ball with lift accurately into the zone or into the bins. So on the next slide, you will be seeing cues of me doing it, along with the timer, because you have 5 minutes to complete the activity.
Good job, everyone, on that last activity. Now, this is going to be our third and final activity of the lesson. So you're going to take that makeshift ball that you have had throughout this lesson, whether it's a piece of paper crumpled up, a plastic bag crumpled up, an actual ball, or a roll of toilet paper, or just any kind of makeshift ball that you can find. We are going to learn how to punt the ball towards your target. So make sure you have enough room and get ready to learn how to do that in the next slide. So for punting a ball, as you can see, the cues are you're going to hold the ball with both of your hands. You're going to look at the ball. You're going to keep your eyes on the ball, not on your target. And what you're going to do, you're going to step with your non-punting or non-dominant foot, and then you're going to drop the ball in line with your punting foot, contact the ball with the top of your foot, or if you're wearing shoes, the top of your shoelaces, and you're going to follow through. So as you can see in both of the GIFs, on the left, you can see me looking at the ball, and then you can see me holding the ball with two hands, and I'm just lightly dropping it. You don't throw it up in the air, you just let go of it with your hands, and then you're going to kick and follow through. We're going to be working on this for the next 5 minutes.
fantastic job today, kicking and punting. No wonder you guys are my favorite class. What I want you guys to do now is go to the QR code, and I want you guys to post a video of yourself either punting or kicking the correct way, or just simply explaining how you can kick or punt using the correct cues. Get ready for next week, guys. We're going to be doing dribbling and volleying. So bring any ball you can of some sort that you can make for fun. All right? I'll see you guys next class.